So I'm here with Carrie Miller today, Feng Shui expert, and we're gonna do a little Feng Shui session to start off. Okay?
Yes, absolutely.
So, all right, how should we start? Should we start with just the living space?
I love to talk about the front entrance if we can for a second.
Lovely.
How much control do you have over the space with are you able to do anything right outside the entranceway?
Yeah, we might be do something. We can't, chisel anything, but yes.
What I would recommend seasonally is even to put either a flag out front that's kind of flapping, or even some potted plants on either side of the door. What we're looking to do is just really highlight your presence in the space and call attention to you. And like if you think about it, like when you're driving down an auto mile where there's a bunch of dealerships and every one of them has something different flapping outside their entranceway, that's what they're doing. They're trying to call attention to you, and that's how you can call energy and chi towards your business and attention towards your business. So that's what I would start with first.
Okay.
And then once you step inside here, you have a beautiful balanced space. It feels really good with the plants, which are bringing energy into the space, and a really comfortable seating area, a great greeting area. So this is really well balanced and lovely. The other thing that I would say is you did something great right up front before our appointment, which was to send a confirmation, which included like written directions on how to find you, and also a video showing people exactly how to drive into your space and find your doorway, which I think is really helpful for two reasons. Because people are coming in and there's a lot of different businesses in here, and it's probably, when it's their first time, they are lost, confused, not sure, and that affects their experience overall. And so if you can alleviate that stress up front, you will help them be in a better space to come in here and heal from the first place.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that when they're coming in unsettled and kind of frazzled because they're not sure if they're in the right doorway, then you are actually, their energy is coming, that unsettled energy is coming in here. And so you're heading that off. So that is just such a great thing to do as a business owner. And I just want to commend you on that because I think that's so important.
Oh, thank you so much. We did that because people were getting lost getting here. So we'll have people come and we're like, where is this person? And they're like all the way to the other side.
Yeah.
And we're like, let's make a video. So it was more of a need. So I'm glad it also works in the Feng Shui context.
It's so good. Yeah. Great job. I think that this is such a calm and relaxing space. It's very balanced. I love rounded furniture because we like to avoid sharp angles in Feng Shui. The angles are just sending sharp energy in different places. It's easier to nick your leg on them and to like bump into things. And this really allows the energy to flow very easily through the furniture and to move around, and without people getting knocking into things or having harsh energies projected off of the angles.
It's funny. I just noticed right now that everything is rounded in the middle.
Yeah.
I just noticed that right now.
It's very good.
Wasn't even intentional, but I guess it was in some way.
And we look at, we balance the elements in a space. So we look at wood element, which is present obviously in the wood door, and the plants. We look at the water element, which can be water, but it's also kind of curvy and wavy type furniture. And the metal element is round furniture or the round carpet. So you're bringing in different elements, which also contributes to making the space feel really good in the space. And then the lighting would be fire. And what was the one I missed? Earth would be like earth colors, and you've got that in the walls. So you've done a really good job of just, maybe it was intentional and maybe it was intuitive, but you've brought all 5 of those elements in here. And I think that that's probably why people feel really good when they come in here, and that is going to support their practice and their healing here for sure.
No.
And all of you too who are working here, you're probably going to feel better all day long when you're here, because there's an energy that's created with this balance of elements.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now, if you can suggest something that we can do here, what would it be?
Oh, let's see. This is what I would suggest, is this corner over here, and this may be temporary because I know you're having some renovations done, but when people come in, they're looking straight ahead and they're seeing that accumulation of objects that are in that corner that feel a little bit like clutter. And so maybe you can soften that either by putting some plants in front of it or hiding it in the closet. We also look in Feng Shui at an energy map of your space, and this is going to be the relationship corner of your business, and so it relates to your relationship with potential clients, your relationship with each other, your relationship with the community. And when there's clutter building in that area, it will create a little bit of friction in that space. So if I were going to say anything, that's what I would start with, is just kind of cleaning that area up and making this section look a little bit more attractive, because it's one of the first things that people see when they walk in the door.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I just want to show you my one room right here.
Absolutely.
Which is the newest room that we designed. And yeah, I just want to get your thoughts on this.
Yeah.
I know mirrors are also a big thing. I would love to learn about what you think about mirrors.
So for sure, this is a beautiful space. The dark room makes it feel very calming. I love where you have the table positioned in here. We want to look at how we're positioning the patients when they come into the space. So first, so that the way that you're working on them puts you in a good energy when you're there, but also when they're in here, they're in a good energetic position within the room so that they're able to receive the best energy and the best healing, and they're not being distracted by the energy that they're in. So I think that having the table off like that is good. I would recommend having their head at this end of the table, which allows them to see the door and gives them, quick change. It gives them just a simple relaxation, because when your central nervous system relaxes when you can see the entrance to the room. And so that will help in their healing, because they won't be so wound up as they're, or distracted while they're going through their healing practice. In terms of the mirror is big. Mirrors serve a lot of different purposes in Feng Shui. One of the things that they do is they reflect whatever they are, or they magnify whatever they're reflecting. So in this case, they're magnifying healing and taking good care of yourself, and that's a good thing. If it were magnifying a cluttered space or an erratic space, that would make it more of a negative to have in the room, because it would be doubling that energy, and we don't want to do that. So I think, and I recognize that you use the mirrors in your practice probably to let people to see what they're doing and make sure that their posture and position is correct. So I think it's good that it has a primary place in each of the therapy rooms. And it's also great that it's not directly reflecting the door, because that can be unsettling when you come in.
Yeah, so from what I understand, we consulted a Feng Shui person when we first started the space. So we have a little tips in here and there. And one of the things that he said that when you walk into the room, the first thing you want to see is not the massage table.
Yes.
And something about the mirror not facing directly at the table, so you see yourself when you're getting treated. Like, that was a kind of a weird thing.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I agree with that for sure. And I actually often recommend that people don't have a mirror in their bedroom that's reflecting them while they're sleeping, because mirrors are very activating energy, and it'll bounce that energy back and forth to you, and it can kind of keep the room active. And when you're in that healing position and being worked on, that energy is activating with you. And it is a little bit unsettling sometimes to see yourself. So I think that having that angled a little bit away from it is great, for sure.
Yeah. That was something I was very deliberate about. It's like, we got to face the mirror in a way that if I lie down, I can't see myself in the mirror. So
good job.
Perfect.
Very good. Yes,
Thank
and
you.
I love the artwork in here. The artwork is just so rich and abundant and uplifting. It really supports what you're trying to do here, for sure.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, this is great. This is so exciting. I can do this all day.